So back to the dummy rock thing. Let's take a break from the work. I got work for eons. Don't worry, I got a lot of new stuff that I got worked up. Producing an actual moon, they don't have that. They have something else. An actual moon to grow a moon, yeah, grow a moon, and then it will begin to orbit the planet and produce many moons. And Jay Z can be like, yo, I'm buying a moon. Buy a moon. Jay Z, buy a moon. That's your moon. Belong to you. Do whatever you want within reason. Within reason. Anyway, taking a break from the work. I got work. Mad stuff. Mad stuff. Mad stuff. New stuff that I'm working up in the mind. I'm not gonna say nothing about that for a while because that's only in the developmental stage. So I don't really know how I'm gonna work that out. But I told you, don't bother my girlfriend. I said, yo, wait a minute. They bothering my girlfriend? I said, no, man. Watch out. And all the rest of this stuff started to happen. And I was working on it in high school too, in YABC and all that. Even in Lincoln and Brandeis, when I'm drinking my nutcracker at like 8 o'clock in the morning, fucking nutcracker. He goes, "All we got is nutcracker, pendejo. All we got is nutcracker. On a pina colada, man. Whoa, all I got is nutcracker. I quiero una pina colada. Pina colada. I gotta go to school right now. I need a pina colada from there. You know what I'm saying? Me quedo bien para el día. Y make it official. You know what I'm saying? 100% I'm drinking my pina colada. Man. These fucking guys have no clue. I'm looking around at them. Yo soy borracho. You know what I'm saying? Alcohólico, alcohólico. Borracho, borracho. Yeah, no fucking clue. I'm working on this, I'm working on that. Things like that. What else can I do? Well, I don't know. Watching some of this, watching some of that. Well, what am I gonna do? Like everybody else in high school, what am I gonna do? Like everyone else in junior high school, right? What the hell am I gonna do? Like everyone else in elementary school, what am I gonna do? I got some money, I got some money, I got some money, but yeah, right, I got, what I'm saying? Some money for some food after school, slice of pizza, soda pop, cuchi frita, Pepsi Cola. I got me. But what I'm gonna do? I'm trying to think of ideas. Trying to come to me slowly, slowly. I start watching Business Network. I start watching documentaries. It was a wrap from there. Then I heard somebody bought me a girlfriend. I said, all right. Nobody want to tell me, but still no. Yeah. Look like somebody's bothering a lot of these girls out here. I got some good ideas. We'll start there. We'll clean the whole place up. Be a nice place for you girls to live. A beautiful plan. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? We'll get rid of whatever we don't like. Plants that we don't like, insects we don't like, animals we don't like. They gone. They no more. People we don't like. They gone. They no more. Because we don't like them. Why? Because we don't like them. That's it. We don't like them. Get out of here. They're unnecessary on the planet, so that's what it is. Our planetary inhabitants is official. Anyway, the dummy rocks. Because that's interesting. So somebody told these retards, and even their little retards, they told all the fucking retard that dummy rocks? You want dummy rocks? Yes, man. So I get dummy rocks here. They just give you dummy rocks. You could probably get that shit for free. I can get dummy rocks for free. Free? Probably. How many dummy? And you start laughing a little bit at him. He go like, how many dummy rocks you want? How much dummy rocks you want? How many? How much dummy rocks do you want? He goes like, gotta be like over a kilo. At least over a kilo. Over a kilo for what? Now I can't get you that shit unless you tell me the truth. Some little fucking kid wants to start out hustling. Some little kid wants to start out hustling. And you don't start him out with dummy rocks? That's the fucking truth. Some bullshit kid. He wants to start out hustling. And we're gonna start him out with dummy rocks. Hmm, that's interesting. Some little kid wants to start out hustling. And he's like, here's some dummy rocks. That's what he thought in his mind. Later, the story comes out more that, because they're not going to do something by themselves, because they need other people. And they said, well, buy themselves dummy rocks, right? And then, people start talking all back and forth, and people start putting two and two together, and they say, wait a minute. Adam sells dummy rocks? Little Adam? Little kid Adam? Because they said maybe they got some other guy they call Little Adam. They talking about Adam. He sells dummy rocks. This don't make sense. They're gonna put him on to sell dummy rocks. Cause they told another guy, and that guy turned around and said, yo, Adam's selling dummy rocks? I'll just buy one from him. See if he sell it to me. See if he sell me dummy rocks. Let's see how that go for him. They start getting mad back and forth. And then, el guiso comenzó. El guiso, boom, 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 boom. Comenzó el guiso about el dummy rocks. They said, so get him his kilo of dummy rocks already. He said, no, but he's not going to start out unless he has at least a kilo or more. That's how he moves. Heavyweight. They start thinking to themselves, I think this guy just wants to take a kilogram, more than a kilogram, at least. He bumps it down. He goes, at least a kilogram of dummy rocks and put it in Adam's little book bag and say, look, I found a kilogram of, what's this, dummy rock. And he was going to go into the courtroom and tell him, I found a kilogram of dummy rock in the book bag, in his book bag. And everybody said, who's this guy? Yeah, you don't know what dummy rock is. If you don't know, I don't, listen, if I don't know what dummy rock is, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what dummy rock is. Excuse me. He don't know what dummy rock is. I definitely don't know what dummy rock is. And it's like, dummy rock. Everybody say, dummy rock. I don't got over a kilogram of dummy rock. Then he turned around and finally told him the truth. He said, all right, I need to get everybody in on this. All right, fine. The truth is, I want to put a kilogram or more. It got to be more. Like that, it sticks because they're going to be like, he has over a kilogram of dummy rocks. And then the guys turned around and said, listen, man, whatever you think you're going to do to him, here on in or whatever, this is the first time I'm hearing about doing something to him. But whatever you think you're going to do to him, fine. Let's all do it to him. But dummy rock is actually, when I think about it, it might work. Because kilogram is more than that's intent to distribute. Why would you have, regardless of what rock it is, this is a story they're telling back and forth. Regardless of what rock it is, that's rock. That's rock. They're methamphetamine. Okay, that's methamphetamine. Okay, so dummy rock is methamphetamine. And you have more than a kilogram of it in your book bag. You have intent to distribute that. What you gonna say? That's for you and your people? You just taking it home? That's personal use? I'm like, 9 years old? 8 years old? Years old. And they're like, that ain't personal use. Kilogram ain't never no personal use. You might be able to get away with like 100 gram. I even heard of a few 100 gram. You could say personal use. That's for me. Uh, and they all going along with it and like messing around back and forth, playing out the court case. He said, well, what judge are we going to get on this because we got to get the judge in on it. We got to get the judge in on that shit. And if he's in on it, we just throw him away from there. He come out, he be official. He had a kilogram of dummy rock on him. He just starting out. What the fuck? Are people gonna get mad at him because he has dummy rock? He has dummy rock, so they're gonna get real mad at him on the inside and all that shit while he's doing his time. He's only that age. He never had a criminal record. He goes in. By the time he come out, think about it. What he be? His 20s, 30s. He'd be official. What he learning there compared to what he's gonna learn out here and what he's gonna do out here with these people, the things he'll learn there, wasting his time out here. The obstruction there be proper. He'll grow up right. Dummy rock. Because they're like, you gotta be like, they'll just give it to me. If they'll give it to me, I'll just be like, hey, I found it on them. What do you think, Judge? And then they turn to the judge and go, what do you think, Judge? What do you think the judge told him? I wonder what the judge told him. I don't know. I'm not even gonna. The judge knows what he's told him. The judge knows. All those judges know what they think and what they would tell them. They know what they're doing. Dummy rock. An 8-year-old, 9-year-old. He has over a kilogram of dummy rock. He sells dummy rock on the block. And then they just get a couple of fucking, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, yeah, I bought dummy rocks, man. What we gonna do now? At least I'll be like, you know what? That's my nigga. I know. I lied about him, but I'll do everything I can for him from here to there. Maybe he meets some of his peoples in there. Some of his peoples is in there. By the time he gets to the adult side, we make sure he good, you know what I'm saying? While he in the, juvie. That's what we're dealing with. You should be like, as long as they give it to me, and it's free, and I don't want it. As long as they give it to me, it's free, and I don't want it. Because, some guy would say, here, take this much. I'll give you this much. It's for free. Put it on them. Just say you found it. I found it on them. They've done that, a bazillion times. Oh, I found this on them. I found that on them. They tried to do that to me in my car one time. They stopped me on Jerome Avenue over there between, you know what I'm saying, um, Bedford Park and Washula Parkway. In that area, between that area. I feel it was that exact street. By Tracy Towers, like a block away from that going towards Bedford Park. On that block. Like a block and a half away from that. By that church. By that it's not a church, but it's a house, the religious place. With the blue awning. It stopped me right there turning on Jerome. And they're like, oh, I found this bag of weed. Look, they don't even want to show me the bag of weed. They're like, look at it, look at it. I found this under your seat. One bag of weed. I found it under your seat. One bag of weed, I found it under your seat. Like, you didn't find nothing in my car. I started, you know what I'm saying? Letting them know, you ain't find nothing in my car. That's not you. I looked at the guy there. I said, what you talking about? You know what they're talking about? I don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what they're talking about? Nope. They said they found it on your seat. That's not you. Because two girls, I'm just gonna write you a ticket. She's gonna write me a ticket for a little bag of weed. I'll write you a ticket here. So listen, get out of here, man. I burned the ticket and threw it out the window and kept driving. Dummy rocks. That's what they are, dummy rocks. That's what they look like to me, dummy rocks.